Today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make a cheesecake. You could use Nestle sweetened condensed milk, Nestle skim sweetened condensed milk, or even Nestle top and fill caramel. So the first thing that we need to do is we have to make our base so that our base can set. So you need approximately 125 grams of sweet biscuits and you need 60 grams of margarine. I'm using margarine instead of butter simply because it's lower in fat. You can just puree your biscuits in a food processor, but I find this way is far more fun. Just to smash them up in a Ziploc bag is a lot easier and it's a lot more fun. Okay, we just pop our margarine in the microwave to melt for 20 seconds. Pour our crumb base into a bowl and be ready to mix. 20 seconds later, our margarine is melted. Add that to the biscuit crumb and just quickly stir it through. You just need to do this just enough to coat the biscuits. And once you've done that, we'll put it into our springform base pan. I'm using a 22 centimetre base pan because this is quite a shallow cheesecake. So we tip that in. And then just press it around our pan. So after 2 to 3 minutes of gently pressing down, you'll have a base that looks like this. That then needs to go in the fridge for 30 minutes. So while our base is setting, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make the cheesecake filling. For this, we need 1 can of Nestle sweetened condensed milk. I'm using the skim version because I don't need the additional fat component for this particular recipe. I've got 60 grams of Plaistow curvature. I've got 1 teaspoon of gelatin and I've got 500 grams of light cream cheese. So the first thing we need to do is just approximately 2 tablespoons of boiling water into the gelatin. Just pop that in, give it a quick mix, and then just leave that to melt. So for the filling, it's 500 grams of cream cheese. This is an easy cheesecake recipe to remember because it's always 500 grams of cream cheese to 1 can of Nestle sweetened condensed milk. Just pour this one straight in. This really is the easiest cheesecake recipe in the world. It's foolproof, will work every time. There, so all we need to do now is combine those with the gelatin using a small handheld mixer. So it's always best to mix this on slow speed so it doesn't splash all over. Once you've got them partly combined, throw in your gelatin and water and remix. So that goes to show just how easy a cheesecake filling can be when using Carnation sweetened condensed milk. Now all we need to do is simply pour that onto the base that we popped into the fridge 30 minutes earlier. So now we're going to melt the Plaistow for 3 minutes on medium, stirring after every minute. So, as you can see, once melted, the Plaistow curvature has a lovely glossy sheen. So this really does create a great effect, but it's the simplest thing you can do. Just literally pour the chocolate on top and swirl it around. Pop it into the fridge. 3 hours later, you've got a delicious chocolate swirled cheesecake. If, however, you want a cheesecake that's extra light, replace the cream cheese with extra light ricotta cheese, still using a can of Nestle sweetened condensed skim, and this time we're going to make a citrus cheesecake, so we'd use the zest and juice of 1 lemon, 1 lime and 1 orange, and the juice of each of those, and use exactly the same principles to make this deliciously light cheesecake that's under 10% fat.